6 out of every 10 people living with dementia-related illness will wander at least once. That's according to the Alzheimer's Association of America.
Recently, that nonprofit awarded $6,000 to the Maine Warden Service, which conducts several hundred search and rescue operations every year. That money will be used to make the Project Lifesaver program more accessible to families of people with cognitive conditions to help bring their loved ones home. News Center Maine's Vivian Lee shows us how it works from Lewiston.
Norman Moreau likes to help his wife with the laundry.
Fold this one too.
One of the few activities Christine says her husband of 42 years can still do independently. Norman has Alzheimer's disease. Some symptoms include losing the ability to recognize familiar places and faces. In the past year, Norman also started wandering away from home.
He just took off, and usually he comes back, and then all of a sudden, a couple hours goes by and you know that he's not.
And that's just what happened on a cold day last month. Norman left his home in this quiet neighborhood off Lisbon Street without a jacket. He stopped by a neighbor's house and several gas stations before ending up at Holy Family Church on Sabata Street, 2 miles away. Christine alerted law enforcement that Norman was missing. Fortunately, he was wearing a wrist bracelet the size of a watch. Its transmitter emits a radio signal to a receiver used by Maine wardens.
Wherever this person was last seen, we turn it on.
For 3 years, the Warden Service has been using Project Lifesaver on dozens of rescue missions for people with cognitive problems who are more prone to wander off. More than 40 wardens like Sergeant Josh Boubier are trained to pick up the bracelet signal using a tracking device that covers about a quarter of a mile, drastically cutting search and rescue times.
Be able to find somebody quicker, it's going to save lives.
The receiver plays audible beeps, which become louder or higher pitched the closer an officer gets to the individual wearing a transmitter. In Norman's case, Sergeant Boubier and another warden first searched where Norman was last seen in their cars, plugged into the tracking devices.
And we both got in our vehicles with the vehicle antennas and went kind of in different directions. And I just happened to go in the right direction.
That took Sergeant Boubier to the church, where he did a 360-degree sweep with the device, which led him to Norman, who was inside, not a minute to spare.
He could have left and walked directly out into the woods to find a shortcut.
A recent $6,000 grant from the Alzheimer's Association of America will allow more families of loved ones who are at risk to sign up for the free program. Christine, meanwhile, is grateful for Project Lifesaver, giving her more peace of mind regarding Norman's safety.
It's just something you want them to still have alive, and he can't do the things like he wants to do.
A little comfort as she cares for her husband 24/7 with a disease that has robbed him of his independence. In Lewiston, Vivian Lee, News Center, Maine.